everyone! So a few weeks ago I initiated an Ask Me Anything on Instagram, and I'm going to answer the most interesting and frequent questions now in this video. Alright, so just the basic ground. I'm 28. I'm 28. My birthday is in the middle of May. I'm 173 centimeters tall. I don't know why. A lot of people ask me how tall I am, by the way. So yeah, I live in Germany. That was the next question. What I like to eat for breakfast? Pancakes. I eat pancakes like in every time. Doesn't matter how. Doesn't matter what time it is. My hobbies are, well, making a lot of pictures, obviously. Reading a lot. I used to do horseback riding and music stuff, and I like to play a lot of games. So I like to go on concerts and on festivals. I like to bake, like cakes, baking. Okay, yeah. My music taste is goth music, metal music, all that kind of stuff. So I prefer black metal and death metal and all kinds of gothic. There have been a lot of questions about my shoes, like my favorite pair of heels or how many pairs of boots do you have and my highest heels. And here's a video of my shoe collection. As you can see, I own a lot of daily basic shoes, but also some pleaser heels which I wear for photo shootings and for catwalks. This is my most trusted pair on the right hand, just plain black, and it fits for everything. I also got some shoes from bands, and I have a lot of Demonia shoes because they're really comfy, they're really good looking for all kinds of festivals and concerts, and they just fit like everything. By the way, if you want to support me and support my pictures, I have an Amazon wishlist, and I've put the link down below in the description box. So if you want to, I don't know, send me a Christmas gift or something, just click on the link. So if I play an instrument, I used to play this thingy here. It's a traverse flute. I'm not going to play now, no. So next questions, how I spend my day. Well, usually I get up in the morning and go to work and work for like 8 hours, drive home and I don't know, watch some TV, read something and go to bed. It's pretty boring, I know. My zodiac sign is Taurus, although I don't give a damn about zodiac signs, sorry. If I sell pictures or videos, no, I don't. If I do, I speak French. Well, I used to learn French in school for like 7 years, but I really don't speak French if you try me, but I speak better Dutch than French. So a lot of people ask me where I used to travel. Well, I've been to Spain, to Greece, to Australia, to Italy, to, I don't know, the Netherlands, of course, Belgium, I said Austria. I've not been to Switzerland yet. I don't know why. I just never really went that way. What kind of car I drive? Well, I always say it's small and red, and that's enough for me because I'm not into cars. And there's a really weird question about which bathing suit I like most. And it's the one from, what's it, Disturbia or something. Okay, now to the more detailed questions. The question was, what is the nerdiest thing I own? And I probably have to admit it's my wand. I have a wand from Luna, and I also made a latex bodysuit with a Hogwarts logo, and I think it's pretty nerdy. I guess I also got some makeup brushes in the different kinds of wands from Harry Potter, like Voldemort's wand and Bellatrix wand and other ones. So I'm pretty into Harry Potter, as you may have noticed, and it drives other people nuts. Okay, one of my favorite questions: does Olaf from Frozen, the Disney movie, have a carrot nose or a nose carrot? I think it's pretty awesome, and I think he has a nose carrot because he obviously needs a nose, and what's more handy for a snowman than a carrot as a nose? Because, I don't know, if it only would be a carrot, then he couldn't be breathing through it, so it has to be nose in the shape of a carrot. Right? Oh. My favorite festival in Europe. I have to say I've not been to festivals out of Germany, so well, I go with the WGT, the Wave Gothic Treffen in Leipzig, and the Amphi Festival and the Summer Breeze Festival. But the Summer Breeze is pretty metal, and the Wave Gothic Treffen in Leipzig is just a week of camping and seeing awesome bands. And since I'm into Gothic and metal music, these are the ones I favor. If I could choose a fictional world to live in, which would it be? Well, I think it's obvious it would be like the Harry Potter world, because I think it's awesome. Okay, enough Harry Potter references now. Alright, let's move on. When did you start being a photo model? Well, I started standing in front of cameras when I was 17. So I'm now 28, you can do the math by yourself. And I started to do some random photo shootings like portraits and fashion stuff. And I only recently started with the alternative fashion, well, not recently, but like the last 4 years. So out of the over 10 years I'm standing in front of cameras, I'm only doing 4 years of alternative fashion and latex stuff. And I don't earn any money with it. I'm not a professional model, I'm not doing this for a job. I have a job and I earn my money with something completely different, and I'm just doing this for fun. And also this YouTube stuff is just fun. For my day job I'm working as head of communication, or you might call it as well social media consultant, social media manager, PR manager for a German beverage company which makes cider, pretty tasty cider. Best 3 board games I've ever played. Well, I've picked my favorite 3 board games. First one is this. I'm recently playing this a lot. It's Pandemic Legacy. It's a legacy game and you have to save the world from a pandemic disease. One of my favorite board games is Cash and Guns. It's inspired by Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs, and it's just like a party fun game, and you have to play with toy foam guns, and it's really the best if you're starting to get drunk or if you're drunk. It's super fun, it's super short-lived, and I just like this game. It's pretty old, as you may see. Oh, I don't get this anymore. How does it work? Ah yeah, now I got it. And my third favorite board game is this one. It's pretty heavy. It's 10 kilograms of game material. I just don't have any muscles because I don't work out. It's called Gloomhaven. It's a sorry. It's a role-play inspired tabletop game, and I think we played like 50 hours this year and we've not even covered half of the game. Somehow this question is asked all the time when I'm doing an Ask Me Anything. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no? Yes, I love pineapple on pizza. I love pineapple everywhere, on toast, on pizza, like everywhere. I don't know, I just love it. My favorite Supergirl movie, I don't know, I've not seen any Supergirl movie. I'm not that much into Marvel or DC. Do the modeling gigs pay you? No, they don't. I don't do any pay shootings because I like to just keep it as a hobby. Like I said, I'm not earning money with this. I started working with companies together and they send me items which I use for photo shootings, so I can provide you guys with new pictures and new outfits. And yeah, I provide them with good pictures, I hope so, to post, and this is the kind of collaborations I do, but not for money. Have you ever played Clash of Clans? I don't think so. Do you play Dungeons and Dragons? No, I only play Midgard as pen and paper. My favorite computer game, I don't play that many computer games. I used to play Dragon Age and I like them pretty much. What was your craziest photo location? Well, I've been to Australia last year and that was pretty awesome. I shooted at a waterfall site and at a beach and right in the heart of Sydney at the opera and stuff like that. That was pretty awesome. And I've been to Norderney, which is a German isle, just a few months back, and it was pretty exhausting and pretty cold, and one day we had to get up at 4:30 in the morning because we wanted to do a sunrise shooting, and surprise, the sun was not there when we got on top of the dunes, but we did some pictures anyway and it's been a great experience and I love the pictures that came out of it, and I think these are the two most craziest photo locations I've been to. Your guilty pleasure music, I guess that's Ylvis. They're brothers, they're from Norway and they're just hilarious. I don't know, I love their music to pieces. They're just making satiric songs from every genre and it's so much fun, you have to check them out. Did you aspire to have such a large following or was it something that surprised you? Yes, it did surprise me. I didn't think it would go that far. Like 1.5 years ago I had 10k followers on Instagram and now it's over 100k, which is pretty high for my small niche of a fetish or alternative clothing scene. And what was your best moment in your modeling career? And I have to say some of them happened this year because I've been the cover model of Avantgardista. It's an alternative fashion show in Munich, Germany, And I've not been just the cover model of the event. I've also could be seen in like my King volume, and also in Monkey with this picture. And I've been on the cover of my King this month, which is a pretty big deal, and of course on the lookbook from Avantgardista. And this is so cool because it's something I can like touch or like look at it in real life. What are your your future business goals or plans? I don't know, I'll see. What's the most exotic piece in my wardrobe? Well, it is this corset from AMF. It's a German artist from Berlin, and it's like a real beauty. It's hand painted and handcrafted, and yeah, I ordered it in this style with the white and blue. It's called Frozen, and I just love the ribs being visible and stuff like that. So this is it. I just put it on for a second. It's not really tight laced, but I think it looks awesome, and I have to admit I bought it when I was pretty drunk at last year's VGT festival in Leipzig, but I just love it, and yeah, I think it's really cool. Okay, another modeling question. How much international model work do you do? I don't do any international model work. I've walked for AMF corsets in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam at the Wasteland party. That was the most international work I've done because, as I said, it's just a hobby. If someone wants to pay me to travel to their country and do shooting there, just talk to me. But yeah, I like to be on catwalks. I've walked for Pandora Deluxe and a lot of designers, Romy Couture. I don't know, I had to look it up because it's been a lot of runway shows during the last few years. Yeah, just hit me a message if you want to know more about this. Best book of 2019. I've recently started to read Leith Boldugo, or whatever he or she is called, and I loved her novels. I'm into fantasy novels a lot, so yeah, all that stuff. What's the best piece of life advice you can give? Well, I think I'm not in a position to give life advice. I just like to live my own life in the kind of do what makes you happy, like really makes you happy. Choose a job that makes you happy and choose a private life that makes you happy, and I think this is going to be the most you can make out of your life. What is your favorite place that you always wanted to visit? Well, I've got a few on my bucket list. Something like seeing the Northern Lights, although it would be pretty cold and I despise the cold. I'm just like more of a summer vacation person. Favorite country's food? I'm really into Asian food, and I really like pizza on every occasion. So that was it. Thanks for asking all those questions. I hope you do know me a bit better by now, and if you liked it, click on the subscribe button, and yeah, just watch my other videos and like this one. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.